I was 33 when I found out that I was pregnant with my first child. I was dating a guy from Vietnam. He disappeared. He just told me basically that he didn't want nothing to do with me or the baby and went back to Vietnam. And I came here to Baker County and I was 9 weeks pregnant and I haven't heard from him since. I didn't know who to talk to. I had my mom and I had my grandmother, rest her soul, but I was lost. Basically was going down a road that, I'm just gonna have an abortion or something. I can't deal with this. I met somebody in a store. It was actually Circle K that's down the street, and she told me about First Coast. It started from there. They started praying for me. I started coming to sessions, learning and being more educated on childbirth and options that were out there for me. They didn't judge me. I actually started looking forward to holding my child and her first kicks. That ultrasound, I'm gonna tell you, that ultrasound did it for me. Words can't even describe how you feel when you see that little round circle that's in your belly. It's like, hey, there's someone, a human growing inside of me, someone that is mine, not the world's. She is mine. I was dating someone. I didn't know he was a gang member. There was a time where he attacked me and he ended up assaulting me sexually. I didn't even know I was pregnant until, I got really sick. I went to the hospital and they told me I was pregnant, and that was a definite. I didn't want nothing to do with him. I didn't want nothing to do with the baby. I didn't want my son at all. Once again, God showed and reached out a hand to me like, hey, we're not gonna go this route. I met a wonderful, wonderful man that stepped in and he felt like he had to be there. I went through pregnancy with him. He was very supportive, very kind. He did not judge me, even though it was not his child. He cut my son's umbilical cord. He just was always there. He's always been there. He's still here. So all my daughter and my son, my 3-year-old son now, knows is him. That's daddy. So we got engaged, and one thing led to another, and we ended up having our own child together.
When I told her, I was like, I want more children, and she was like, are you sure? I've already got 2, and you've stepped in and become responsible for our well-being and taking care of us and everything, and then you sure you want to, that's a lot on a person.
His name is Ryu. If anybody knows about games, Street Fighter, that's where it comes from. He's a nerd. Don't tell him I said that though.
He felt that kind of a silent prayer that I had, never really talked to anybody else about it, about my need for wanting to, or what was wrong, but I just felt like that was missing out of my life. And I think he knew, and he put me right in a position to cross paths with somebody that would fill that void.
First Coast, I would say, built the foundation of who I am as far as being a mom, restoring my faith, and then God has blessed me with a loving man because they didn't let me give up. They wouldn't allow me to give up. I probably would have went through with that abortion and regretted it for the rest of my life. My daughter, she's amazing. She's been through everything with me. And I have my son, even though he was made from abuse and hatred, but he's nothing like his father. He looks like him, but he's nothing like him. He's so loving, and he hugs. He loves hugs, and he's good morning and things like that. It's overwhelming, but if you can keep fighting and just find the resources, they're out there. They will help you. You will not regret the ending results when you finally, all that fighting for 9 months or whichever, and then you get to hold that bundle of joy. It was worth the fight.